Well, there we go. Welcome back. That was a little jam there in the beginning. I'm Pete.
I'm Rabea.
And this is Andertons TV 2020.
Yes.
Now, last year we had, sorry to interrupt, we had Mark Nacy on here, and he was like, what's coming? He's like, Epiphone 2020, hashtag Epiphone 2020.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is my first experience with the Epiphone 2020.
He was right.
It's great.
We had, we did a little video at NAMM there from our room we had, just time to play, but it was kind of, you know, it's NAMM.
It's never the same. It's not.
Running,
This is like sleeping in your own bed, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
you know
that's exactly what it is. I know exactly what you mean. So, Epiphone 2020. These are the Les Pauls, and I mean, honestly,
yeah.
If you look at these, if you do this, if I did that,
yeah, Les Paul standards.
it is just so difficult to tell the difference. You might see here in the background that actually we have got
the Gibson equivalents.
The Gibson equivalent.
The Gibquivalents.
The equivalent. As close as we could absolutely get to the colours in an equivalent Gibson model. Anyway, now Epiphone 2020. Our good friend Aljon has taken over, product manager, and lots of things has happened. New upgrades and how explain it. So basically, the Gibson, the Epiphone range is now
split into two, isn't it?
Aligned with the Gibson range. So you got modern and
like inspired
and
by
the original.
Gibson.
Yeah, so it's inspired by Gibson, and then you got the the casino and stuff. But so you got the one I have is like the 50s model. So and you've got the 60s model.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of line through the range from Gibson down to
I think that's really good though.
And it's a great idea, and it's because it works that you go. People want to get, they aspire to get one of these ones, but they're a bit too expensive. But now they can get something that
it's too close almost. You know what I mean? It's that feeling of like wow.
Because I'm playing it now, and which is why we've got these. At some point, we might have to try some blindfold sound. But so new things.
Yes.
Right? It's now it's like proper. No
it's a
weight
weighty
relief.
beast.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
It's like you would expect from a Gibson. Similar weight to that.
I mean, it's not a ridiculous weight, but it's a chunky guitar.
It has to weigh.
Yeah,
it has to.
Yeah.
So similar. I've got the 50 model. So 50s model. So you have like more of a meaty neck on here. You've got the tulip kind of tuners on here. This is a Laurel fingerboard.
Yep.
You got the burst bucker 2 and 3, but now there's no coil splitters.
So it's as is. Yeah.
It's just a 3-way selector with some good pickups in them, and just like, I mean, look at this.
Mahogany body.
Mahogany neck. Look at it. It looks super duper great.
It's worth saying it's a maple cap underneath a veneer.
Yeah. So the veneer is what gives the
great idea though.
the flame. Yeah. Because if you're looking at these guys here,
they're actual proper flamed bits, which sometimes
this one
they come
is
out
insane. But they'll all be different. But these will be much more sort of similar, and
it will achieve more of a premium buck matched vibe.
That was a fancy wording there.
It was.
But I was super duper impressed when we played these at NAMM, and I'm not less impressed now.
No, like I say, the first time I played them is in this video, and when you go, oh, it's an Epiphone, and like, you know, no disrespect there, but when we're talking Epiphone, we're talking budget, we're talking like keep the price down if you want, you know.
We're
if you
talking
aspire.
$529
For these?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
529 quid, and you get a solid collar. It's about $499, I think now.
Yeah.
Just check the links.
But from my experience of just playing these just now, is like it's a great guitar. It genuinely sounds and plays great.
So you've used a lot of them. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, we use a lot of Epiphone to sound like.
Yeah, and now it's like even more. Just
closer.
It's so much. It's so close.
Yeah. And I know that
close.
15, 16-year-old me, when I was like mega fanboy of the darkness and I really wanted myself a Les Paul, but knew at the time I'd never be able to afford one.
Yeah.
With something like this, it just feels a little bit more legit Les Paul.
Yeah.
No, the new headstock design, I think, is way closer and way more, it feels way more authentic to say.
We can use that word now, it's fine.
Yeah, we can.
We can use authentic.
But even on this model, you've got the Grover tuners, same as actually on the full fat USA Gibson. Yeah, 60s.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Same
top hat
top
knobs. You got the 2-piece bridge. same humbuckers, same, you know, like everything about it's so very similar. The binding, very similar. Obviously, these are made in China, these are made in the US.
Yeah.
But things like, so little differences like you can see the binding over the frets on the Gibson, whereas the frets are added on top of the binding on the Epiphone. Because it's a more affordable and easier manufacturing process.
Yes, but
it's really...
And anyway, let's play it, because you haven't played before.
So, neck pickup.
Lovely.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that then, it just keeps going. Middle position. Sounds amazing.
Wow.
I'm getting carried away.
Yeah.
Bridge pickup. If I throw on some plimsoll, this is where it gets fun for me.
You know what? There's like 1,100 quid worth of guitar.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That's almost like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really feels good. And we just demonstrated the sustain. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the 50s.
Okay.
The difference between these, it's got the same pickups, so the difference is the neck. So the neck on this is quite a lot thicker.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they mirror the Gibson versions. Yeah. Which is a new thing for Epiphone.
Oh. It's proper Gibson ring.
Yeah.
But don't forget that Epiphone was actually, it's an older company. Gibson. Just saying. So, anyway, so here is, that's a bit of clean tone. Pick up is the middle position. That was a slowly lick there. Nice and snappy.
Yeah, it really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not what anybody wants to hear. They want to hear gain. So this is the Durable into the Revival Drive Compact. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like all day long. I just play this guitar, and I would look down, and even when I sit here, it just looks like a Les Paul.
Yeah. You get no more of that.
Because you don't have that sort of this little
tiny little psychological things. It's funny, really, because we're so used to playing Epiphones and we're so used to playing Gibsons that there's that stark contrast almost.
Okay.
With
now,
something like this,
okay,
it's kind of like
same gain on. Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm going to get the equivalent 50s Les Paul.
Good shout. Good shout. I might do the same with my 60s Les Paul.
And here's on the back pickup with an E chord. And here we go, bridge pickup.
I would say that that's a bit brighter.
Would you say there's 1,500 quid difference?
No.
Anyway, you try.
This is the Les Paul.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with my favourite sound, which is the plimsoll into the copper right now. So this is bridge pickup, and I'll quickly swap over. Okay.
Okay, everything on full, right?
Yeah. There is really not a lot in that. I'm not even kidding you. I'm genuinely not exaggerating.
Playing it as well.
It's like
okay, right here. So
a tiny thing. These are a bit brighter.
They're a little bit brighter, but that's because of the pickups.
Yeah.
The other
and maybe the
are,
maple cap. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, is there different?
Or maybe the
wood?
fretboard wood being laurel. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a bit brighter. But since when did tone make a difference to the wood?
Okay, now.
Are we blindfolding it?
No, we're blindfolding. So
oh my god.
Just hang that back.
Okay,
hang that back, and I'm going to choose the guitars now that I played. Okay.
Am I being blindfolded first?
So you could put your blind, yeah, because now you've never been it before, and I want to see what it looks like with that around your afro. Ah, damn it, it doesn't.
I'm quite good. I'm quite good at evading the throw situation here.
So here we go.
Okay.
I'm just going to have this. This is the same tone as I had before, and I'm going to pick one of the guitars.
Oh, you're playing now?
Yeah, first I'm playing, see if you can hear the difference. And it's coming out on my amp, and you can do the same with me afterwards.
Okay.
So here is the first guitar.
Oh man, I'm not very good at this.
On the bridge pickup.
No one can beat Rob.
Okay, and yeah, if you've got a big enough stick, you can beat him. So here's some of the same, like an E sort of bluesy kind of thing. Okay, first guitar. Okay.
Mhm. You're just playing yours, right? The 50s ones, yeah.
Yeah. So these are the 50s ones because that's what you didn't hear. So here's the second one. Same thing.
Okay, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
And you have to answer yes or no.
Yeah.
Did you just play the same guitar twice?
No.
Do you swear down? Mm-hmm. You promise? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I swear on my kid's life.
Okay. Okay. In which case, I think that the Epiphone was second. Was I right?
No.
I wasn't?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm completely serious. So, which means that what guitar should I be holding now then?
Well, you should technically be holding the Gibson then.
Open your Googles.
You were holding the Gibson.
Yeah. So the first one I played with the Epiphone, the second was the Gibson.
Wow, the second one sounded brighter when I was... That's weird.
Okay, now put them back on.
Wrong,
Put them back on. Put them back on.
fine.
Put them back on. So here we go. So now you're gonna hear it through my gear because it's a little bit. So you're listening through my amp now, right?
Wasn't I listening to your amp just now?
Yeah, you were. But now I'm gonna hand you a guitar.
Oh right.
Okay. So whichever guitar you're gonna get now is gonna be.
I totally failed at the blindfold test.
And this is still the 50s, so, which means you haven't played these guitars yet.
Okay.
And you can't touch
The headstock. Yeah.
You get everything on full on the bridge pickup. Okay. So here it comes. Here's the guitar.
Thanks.
All right. So hang on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay, that's enough.
Wish you could see your hair.
And here's the second one. There you go. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
This is the Gibson. That's the Gibson.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Why? What's that?
The reason that
You can take it blindfold.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. It just sounded more like a Gibson. There's something in the middle, the high mid-range of a Gibson that has this like aggression that I didn't notice on the other one, and that's what made me think.
You're playing. It's because you're playing it as well.
Yeah.
I think maybe you can feel a bit. Okay,
That's
so
weird.
let's hang these back.
Yeah. Okay.
But feel-wise, are they super duper different?
The only problem is that I only played one chord and went it's a Gibson, so feel-wise, I don't know. But these two felt, it's negligible. All right, so I'm doing my rig with these guitars now.
And I'm doing mine here. I've got some really spang dangly purple.
I'm even Stevens, and I got one right and one wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you've got one. So now I have to listen on your.
You got to listen to me.
Yeah, on the guitars that.
Where is my cable? Oh, here it is. Cool. Okay.
That's definitely the Gibson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm playing, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight in. Would you prefer it to be dirty or clean?
A little bit dirty, like a bit of crunchy.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh man, I'd say the first is the Gibson, the second is the Epiphone.
So which guitar am I holding now then?
The Epiphone.
Okay, take blindfold off.
Ah, so I was right.
You were right, yeah,
It's the same. This one is a bit more bright.
Yeah.
Where the other one's got this sort of mid-hump range kind of thing, which you might be able to dial out if you dial some tones off.
Yeah.
But okay. Well,
okay. So
let's
now
try.
I'm gonna.
And I haven't played these guitars with this amp yet, but it's a good tone. So let's see.
Okay. It should just be straight away. Everything's up. Yeah.
Oh. Gee.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh man. Oh god. I would say that might be the Gibson, but I'm not sure. I'll try the other one to see what happens. Please put a guitar in my hands and nothing else. Oh god! Is that the same one? Sorry, I didn't mean to touch it. Oh my god, I can't tell. The second one is the Epiphone.
So, which one should I be holding?
First one was the Gibson, the second one the Epiphone.
Okay.
So you should hold the Epiphone.
You can take your blindfold off.
Ah!
we drew. We're 1-1, me and Pete.
It feels much more slinky, that.
No.
And the neck feels slightly slimmer.
It's
The
interesting.
Gibson is much more slinky. It feels like that's got 10s on it and that's got 9s on it.
What was funny was I was saying how the Epiphone sounded kind of less Gibson-y a tiny bit, but when you played the this
When you
60s
play
one,
it-
I went, no, that sounds like more.
Yeah.
Really confusing.
Oh my God.
And this isn't some sort of stupid setup bias thing like at all.
No, this
I'm
is
fresh
straight
in the
up.
room with this, and it's like,
This is
yeah,
straight
fair
up,
play.
man.
Yeah,
This is straight up. It's a straight up.
they've totally done it justice, in my opinion. Like
That just goes to show how well the Epiphone team and Aljon has done a good job they've done, because they've gone through and spec'd up the the necks and everything and the feel of the guitars to, I think, to the high spec you can expect for that amount of money.
yeah,
You know,
well,
you-
529 quid for these.
For this guitar, look at the top.
And when you get the Pro Bookers, you get the CTS pots and proper wiring, according to
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, CTS.
You know, and
one,
then you actually get the right neck profile as per the era, which they never did before.
And that's why it's so difficult to tell that, because the neck feels exactly the same.
Yeah.
And there's no sharp frets on here.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult to tell, man.
For a Far Eastern made Epiphone Les Paul standard against a full fat Gibson Les Paul standard of the same ilk, it's kind of just like fair play.
And I understand, I know at the end of the day, I would probably go Gibson.
Yeah, me too. If you turn up to a gig or you turn up somewhere or something happens and it's like, I need a guitar, and someone hands you one of these, you're going to be like, wicked.
I would absolutely,
Yeah.
I would be absolutely happy with that.
Yeah, that's
Not-
what I'm saying. You
yeah.
wouldn't feel like, you're like,
Oh, no, it's an
yeah,
Epiphone.
This'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go.
I'm
Gibson
gobsmacked.
Epiphone 2020.
I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah, you are. He is. He can't speak. But obviously, there are tons of colours. There are obviously more colours available in the Gibson side of things. But there
Yeah.
are tons of colours to choose from. Solid ones are a little bit more affordable from Andertons. And links and all that kind of stuff will be in the description.
Descripciones.
Yeah.
There
There you go.
you go. I think we should jam out on these Epiphones because they're delicious.
Let's do it.
See you later.
So
What
silly.
a day! What a way to end the day. That was sick, man.
Yeah, man.